Okay, welcome to second video for week 6. This week is about the data sets and the code for the script you're going to run. Just notice this is health related data. So it's got the ICD-10 ID, the diagnostic code, diagnostic description long, diagnostic description short, procedure description long and short, and then the procedure number. So you'll notice the columns aren't the same. So ID, this one's called ICD-10, this one's called code, this is diag code, the description, diagnostic description, long, short, are fine. Notice procedure number over here is called procedure code here. Procedure number, which should be procedure code, is in column G. Here it's in column E. And you're going to have to deal with the different names to get the correct name and then get them in the right order or format. Then we can concatenate them together. So let's get this out of our way and look at the script to do this. So this is the order. These are the column names we want in the order we want them in. And one file matched this, the other file did not. So they don't often match anyways when you bring together different data sets. So for the first part, we're going to explore data sets 1 and 2. There, you saw the two files. I'm going to call the function read data past the first file. It's going to return as data frame 1. Second file, data frame 2. So it comes in, opens the file. This is the file that comes here. It opens it, puts it into a CSV using the read_CSV function. Then I just simply print the first 5 rows, column headers, and the column shape. And when I do that, we can see, looking at the first file, this is this part here. We can see the first 5 rows. We're reading it. We're fine there. We can see the names. We can see this is the order we want. So this data frame is good. There's 1,000 rows, 7 columns, all good. I note there's 1,000 rows and 7 columns in the second data set. If there's extra columns, your job is to determine is it needed or not. If it's not important, then just drop it as we've done previously. But you notice the column names are not right and they're not in the right order. So we have some data wrangling work to do here. And that's what this is. So data frame 2 is the one that's not in the order we want. Sometimes you have to change both, but this time, in this case, we're only dealing with data frame 2. There is a rename function, and then you can use the columns equal, and then you're passing a dictionary key value. So I'm looking at key ID and I'm changing it to the value of ICD-10_ID. I'm changing diag_code to code, and I'm changing proc or procedure number to procedure code. And very importantly, I'm setting in place equal to true. So now DF2 has these new column names, and that's what this will print right here. So that shows up right here. So they did change. Previously they were this, now they're that. They're not in the right order, so we have to deal with ordering of columns. Very simple to do. Once you have the right names, you can simply put them inside the double square brace, data frame 2, square brace, and the actual names in the order that you want them in. So this will reorder. What it's basically moving is this one from the end over to here where we want it, but that's all there is. And then you capture your results over here. Then I print after reordering, and you can see right here, I now have them in the correct order. Proc code, procedure code is now over here where I want it. It's no longer at the end. So now we have 2 data sets with the correct column names. They're in the correct order. Now you can merge them together. Pandas data frames has this nice little concat function. And you can see I'm passing data frame 1 and 2 inside those square braces. And that comes out in form of concat df. And then I print the merge columns, and then I print the shape. The columns should all match, so it should line up. If they're different names, you're going to have issues with your data set. The shape being the most important on this, because I already confirmed I had the correct names, and I still do. But my shape now went to 2,000 rows and 7 columns, whereas before each was 1,000. So it did indeed concat those together. So for the final steps, you've done this before, is to use the 2_CSV file. You could save it out, the concatenated file. You want to save it in so that it's persisted somewhere, because your data frame right now exists in memory. There's also one more issue. The data sets had orders, IDs of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 through 1,000, so both of them. So now that they're merged, it's going to have 1 through 1,000, and then it's going to have 1 through 1,000 again. So you're going to have to come back and run the arange numpy function on it, as we've done previously in a previous week. Arange is great because, and remember, arange starts at 0. So once you do the arange, to put them all in sequential order, go back through the ID column and add 1 to it, as we've done before. And then you'll have 1 through 2,000 in your final data set. So that's all I wanted to share for this week. Good luck with the data wrangling for the assignment. Any questions on the lecture and other things, please let your instructor know. Thank you.